If we can call them friends, then we can call them on red telephones. And they won't pretend that they're too busy or they're not alone. And if we can call them friends, then we can call, holler at them down these hallowed halls. Just don't let the human factor fail to be a factor at all. Don't you worry about the atmosphere or any sudden pressure change.
Oh, I'm taking a video! This is Frank's. This is coconut cake. I think I'm filming this. Frank's super fat birthday coconut cake with a few toothpicks. Beautiful, so white. This is Piper Butts Club. July is Bumbleberry Pie for Rob's 30th birthday year. Whoa, look at this crust. It looks so good. It's kind of dark here. Here's some fruit.
With the ginger and the chilies. Okay?
Whoa,
go.
holy mackerel.
Alright. Alright. Oh, careful, something left in the pan.
Oops. Here.
No, thank you. Okay.
Now what? Onion?
Get onions.
Right now?
It's just ready, hang on.
As you can see, the preparation of this dish requires the utmost precision
Okay. Bring the onions.
and attention to detail. Every second counts.
Okay. We have to turn the heat down a little. I almost burned the paper.
Even the best Indian chefs sometimes make a mistake and put the recipe on top of the burner.
Okay, 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
During every 2 minutes.
Every 2 minutes.
Set a mark for the first 2 minutes. Mark.
Mark. Timer.
Oh, sorry. There's the there's the timer.
This guy?
Yes. But it would be really funny if you were going to do it on your stopwatch.
Yes.
What are your impressions of Indian feast prep so far, Amy?
Everything is going very smoothly, and it's very well planned out by Sarah and Dan. Good thing there was an extra hour for resting.
What are you looking for right now, Dan?
I'm looking to make sure that they become translucent.
The onions.
Yes.
And how quickly do you expect that to happen?
About 8 to 10 minutes.
And every 2 minutes you're going to do what?
Every 2 minutes we're going to stir.
Stir.
I had a chemistry professor in college who would always said, stir and steer. Steer it.
Oh.
My high school biology teacher, biology, by the way, biology,
Yeah.
nuclear,
Nuclear. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
science teacher,
No.
painful.
I almost think that.
All right, I think we'll be back in about 2 minutes. What's happening out here, Sarah?
I'm smelling really good smells, and it makes me clap.
Are the onions now translucent?
The onions have long been done translucent. I am caramelizing other onions.
Okay, and what dish is this for?
Dan, the translucent onions are for the eggplant
All right.
dish. The caramelized
So what do you
onions
think?
are for
Should
the
we do
rice
this?
dish. We have to caramelize the onions because their caramelized flavor and color affect the rice.
Okay. Oh my heavens, I think I need a close-up of that.
It smells so good.
What should we do? Should we do half covered?
Yeah, maybe half.
Behind Dan, you will see a lovely tea towel that's been fashioned into a curtain by an extremely talented young lady. Who's also quite modest. Somebody tell me something interesting.
What is it?
I just decided to start video blogging.
A little gap, yeah.
Cockeyed.
Like Dr. Horrible.
Well, I should sing, huh? I can do Dr. Jenny's
How's that?
Tone Deaf Sing-Along
Medium
blog.
low.
How many people can be in the kitchen? Let's find out. I bet we could get Jack and James and Frank in here.
I think we totally could. I don't know how nice we would be to each other at that point.
What time is it?
All right, 15 minutes,
It's
eh?
smelling like caramelized onions over here.
Kazunai.
Excuse me.
I didn't really actually look at your
About
watch.
40 after
Oh,
here.
yes, this is set now for 15 minutes. 14 minutes and
So I'm gonna restock some of this stuff.
It's ticking, so that's a good sign. Here's my report card on the fridge. Because I want that to be in the Indian food video.
Are we supposed to stir that at all?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think you just make sure
Let
it's
it
not
go,
like
right?
boiling off and
Okay.
it's just gonna do its own thing. Okay, pie pans.
Dan, how do you feel your background as a programmer helps you when preparing Indian feasts?
Probably makes me less qualified, but
What skills translate?
I'm quite good at following instructions.
Thanks for drying my cake pans, by the way.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
What do you think, Sarah?
With his skills?
All right, where does this
Why is Dan so excellent at Indian feast making?
It's because he's very precise and he does every step in the right order, and there is, although cooking is not as much of a science as baking, you do have to think about it somewhat scientifically, and he can do that.
Yes,
But I guess it doesn't really matter.
he's very good at science.
He is.
Maybe you should tell a story about a science experiment that happened in your oven today.
Science experiment in my
Just get
oven.
it there.
Oh,
Just
well,
right
it
now.
actually happened outside of the oven.
Where'd you come from?
We were
Dublin. Dublin. Okay,
cooking
so
the
like
tandoori chicken, which means you
Very
broil it on the
skinny
bottom.
lady,
And so we had 2 glass pans, and we did one pan and then we did the other pan.
yeah.
And the second pan we took out, we got all the chicken out of it, and it was all fine and it smelled delicious. But then we put the glass pan to soak, and it wasn't temporized or whatever it should be.
Tempered?
Tempered.
They don't know what parts are good. They're all this stuff.
And it exploded and cracked and popped, and there's a lot of glass in our sink now.
Just down the street.
Oh no, you had to just leave it?
It was soaking.
It needed to cool.
It did need to cool.
I wonder how much of that story anyone will actually be able to hear with these 2 gentlemen talking behind you.
Only time will tell.
All right, well, signing off for now, it's Sarah Corey, temporizer. Tell us what went into making those potato cakes. Start at the beginning.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Did you see my post title? Because I did that for you.
You really want me to go through the...
Yes, please tell us all the steps.
Okay.
I'm going to put this on YouTube, so I want it to be as instructional as possible.
Well, I don't know if I can remember all of this. Okay.
You started by boiling the potatoes.
Boil some potatoes.
Did you peel them first?
Peeled, oh. We mashed up some potatoes. We made some breadcrumbs from scratch. We,
How do you make breadcrumbs from
Oh
scratch?
my gosh. Well, for the uninformed, what you do is you take some bread, start with bread, chop up the crusts, put it in a food processor. It's not too bad. And then you just mix it all up. And then we mix the breadcrumbs with the mashed potatoes. Put some ginger in there, some chili, a few other things. I can't remember. Cilantro. And oh yeah, sauteed some mushrooms. And then you form them into little patties.
And what's the next step for these patties?
And then these guys are going in the pan. Turn into magical little potato pancakes.
And what's the traditional Indian garnish?
Cilantro chutney, yeah.
You guys
Everyone
are
knows that.
horrible at making instructional cooking videos.
Well, come on, man. There was a lot to remember.
Do you have
I'm
any
not an
tips and
instructor.
tricks that you actually, you are a professional instructor.
No, I don't know how to teach people.
Okay,
on.
thanks so much for your help.
Yeah.
And
on second
we'll
thought,
come back when we're frying them. How about
All
that?
right. Sure. Yeah. There you go.
I know we're gonna meet someday in the crumbled financial institutions of this land. There will be tables and chairs, there'll be pony rides and dancing bears, there'll even be a band. Cause listen, after the fall, there'll be no more countries, no currencies at all. We're gonna